Hey, your favorite fast food restaurants may be disappearing faster than you think. With the upcoming year posing challenges and businesses reevaluating their strategies, here's a list of 7 popular fast food chains that are closing down their stores. Number 1. Moe's Southwest Grill. Moe's Southwest Grill, a fast food chain known for its Mexican-inspired menu, has faced a challenging competitive landscape in the fast food market. The fast food industry is notoriously crowded, with numerous players offering a wide range of options, and Moe's has had difficulty setting itself apart. The struggle to stand out in a saturated market has had tangible consequences, particularly in states like Indiana. The significant drop in store count is indicative of the difficulties the chain has faced. Customers in Indiana and similar markets have seen Moe's locations gradually disappearing. The competition and evolving consumer preferences have likely contributed to Moe's difficulties. The chain's inability to maintain its store count is a reflection of the intense competition in the fast food sector, with customers having more choices than ever before. As a result, Moe's has had to recess its presence and, in some cases, make the tough decision to close stores that are no longer viable to these challenging market conditions. Number 2. Baskin-Robbins. Baskin-Robbins, a well-known ice cream chain, has been experiencing a series of challenges that have cast uncertainty over its future in the fast food landscape. The situation has become particularly apparent as the company has had to make the difficult decisions to close a significant number of its locations. The future of Baskin-Robbins has become uncertain due to a persistent trend of closing stores. Notably, in the span of just 1 year, from June 2022 to June 2023, the chain closed 64 of its ice cream shops. This trend indicates that the company is facing substantial difficulties in maintaining its presence in the market. Several factors might be contributing to the uncertain future. One potential factor is changing consumer preferences, as the demand for ice cream and frozen treats may be evolving. Additionally, increased competition from other desserts and ice cream chains could be pressuring Baskin-Robbins. The 8 closures in Kansas, in particular, illustrate the regional nature of the challenge. These closures may be attributed to specific market dynamics, local competition, or broader economic conditions affecting the region. Number 3. Hardee's. A well-known fast food chain primarily recognized for its burgers and breakfast offerings has faced a series of daunting challenges that have compelled the company to make some difficult decisions. The most significant among these challenges has been a consistent drop in annual sales, coupled with franchisee bankruptcies. These adverse circumstances have left Hardee's with no choice but to take substantial measures, including reducing its store count. The annual sales decline are a major concern for Hardee's. This drop in revenue is likely a reflection of changing consumer preferences, increased competition in the fast food industry, and, in some cases, economic conditions that affect consumer spending habits. When sales decrease, it becomes more challenging for the chain to sustain its existing network of restaurants. Adding to the financial woes, franchisee bankruptcies have been a substantial issue for Hardee's. When franchisees who operate many of the individual Hardee's locations face financial difficulties and declare bankruptcy, it not only affects their ability to continue operating, it also impacts the brand's reputation and overall financial health. Number 4. Steak 'n Shake. Steak 'n Shake, a well-known burger and shake chain, has been experiencing a protracted and concerning decline, largely stemming from issues related to declining service quality. This long-standing problem has manifested itself in a noticeable contraction of the chain's presence. As a result, Steak 'n Shake has recently taken the difficult decision to close a number of its locations, which include both corporate-owned and franchisee-operated restaurants. The root of Steak 'n Shake's problem lies in the perceived decline in the quality of service it provides to customers. Fast food establishments rely heavily on providing quick, efficient, and friendly service to retain and attract customers. When a restaurant's service quality falters, it can lead to customer dissatisfaction, lost business, and ultimately financial difficulties. This decline in service quality likely eroded the brand's reputation and customer loyalty over time. The decision to close 8 corporate-owned restaurants and 16 franchise-operated locations is indicative of the seriousness of the challenges Steak 'n Shake is facing. The fact that both corporate-owned and franchisee-operated locations are closing underscores the widespread nature of the problem. When both types of locations are affected, it signals a systemic issue within the organization that needs to be addressed urgently. Number 5. Chick-fil-A. Now, the situation surrounding Chick-fil-A is a rather intriguing one. On the surface, it might seem puzzling that the chain is closing restaurants despite having strong sales figures. However, a deeper analysis reveals that there are specific reasons for this strategic move. First, Chick-fil-A's strong sales figure do not necessarily mean that every individual location is thriving. While the chain as a whole may be successful, individual store may face unique challenges such as underperforming sales, higher operational costs, or changes in local demographics demographics and consumer preferences. The decision to close restaurants in various states, including New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Alabama, may also be influenced by regional factors. Local market conditions can greatly impact the success of a restaurant, economic conditions, competition from other chains, and shifts in consumer behavior can all play a role in the decision to close locations in specific areas. Furthermore, Chick-fil-A's choice to close certain stores may be part of a broader strategic plan. The company might be reevaluating its geographical presence and making targeted adjustments to its store portfolio in order to allocate resources more effectively and continue its expansion in areas with higher growth potential. Number 6. TGI Fridays. TGI Fridays, a well-known restaurant chain often associated with the concept of the original casual dining bar and grill, has faced a series of challenges, particularly during the COVID-19 pandemic. The impact of the pandemic led to the closure of a significant portion of its restaurant locations. Now, the company is taking strategic steps to adapt to a market that continues to pose difficulties. During the pandemic, TGI Fridays, like many other restaurant chains, faced a severe decline in customer traffic and sales. In response to the economic downturn and to align its operations with the reduced demand, the company made the tough decision to close approximately 20% of its restaurants. This drastic step was an attempt to cut costs and ensure the company's financial stability in the face of reduced dine-in traffic and increased operational challenges. TGI Fridays' decision to trim its store count in the aftermath of the pandemic reflects the broader trend in the restaurant industry. As economic conditions and consumer behaviors have shifted, restaurants have been compelled to reevaluate their business models and footprints. This strategic move to reduce the number of locations allows TGI Fridays to allocate resources more efficiently, streamline its operations, and focus on its core strength. Number 7. Pizzeria Locale. Pizzeria Locale, a pizza chain owned by Chipotle, has experienced a prolonged period of decline that has posed a significant challenge to its viability in the competitive fast casual dining industry. This decline, spanning multiple years, has now culminated in a strategic decision to shutter all remaining Pizzeria Locale locations in Denver by the end of the year. The decline faced by Pizzeria Locale may have several contributing factors. It's possible that the market for fast casual pizza has become increasingly competitive, with a growing number of competitors offering similar menu items. Moreover, changing consumer preferences and dining trends have influenced the performance of fast casual restaurants like Pizzeria Locale. Operating a restaurant chain involves numerous operational and financial considerations, and if the chain struggles to maintain strong sales, manage costs, or meet consumer demands, it can lead to a situation where certain locations are no longer sustainable. The decision to close all remaining locations in Denver is significant. Denver is where Pizzeria Locale has established a presence and, at one point, may have been a success. However, if those stores have faced consistent declines in sales and customer traffic, it's an indication that the brand's troubles are not limited to isolated areas, but rather systemic. The fact that these locations are closing by the end of the year suggests a sense of urgency in addressing the challenges facing Pizzeria Locale. It also underscores the difficult choices that companies, even those with significant backing like Chipotle, must make when particular segments of their business no longer align with their strategic objective or the evolving market landscape. It's essential to keep an eye on these changes in the fast food industry, as economic conditions and market challenges continue to take their toll on these beloved restaurants. Thanks for tuning in. If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.